Hey guys, welcome to my video and welcome if you are new here. So I do a lot of cleaning and cooking videos, so please go watch those. In today's videos, I'm going to be making pasta salad, burritos, a super simple pastry that you can use for desserts or breakfast, and a few other things. So I'm starting out with a pasta salad. I'm just getting my water ready to boil for my pasta. In this salad I've been making for quite a few years and it's super simple. I just use a cucumber, tomato, black olives, Parmesan cheese, pasta, and you can add things like pepperoni to it, different kinds of cheeses. I mean, there's lots of ways to go about this. I've put other things in it, I've left other things, I left some of these things out, but this is just how I usually make it. And I'm the only one that eats it in my home, so I'm just gonna make it the way that I like it. So I'm starting out by cutting up just one whole tomato. I dice it. I don't make the pieces very small. I like them bigger in my salad. And then I will also slice up half a cucumber and slice up some black olives to put in there. And so let's go ahead and get started. I will make sure to put all of my recipes down in the description box for you. And if you have any questions, you can just leave them in the comments and I will get back to you.
You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Someday we will look back and our hearts will be whole again. I want to remember all that happened to us. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night.
So that's it for the pasta salad. Just make sure you put it in the fridge to absorb the dressing that I put on there. It's super easy and really good. Next, I'm going to be making a kind of like a spin-off of an apple pie, but it's a lot easier and just good to have, as a dessert or a breakfast treat. But basically, I'm using Fiji apples and I'm going to cut them up and peel them and add in basically everything I would use for a pie filling. And then you will see me use a store-bought frozen pastry sheet. And like I said, this is super simple and you'll just throw that in there and put it in the oven. And then I'm also going to make a chocolate one, and that one's always a really big hit too. So let's go ahead and just watch this. And again, I will put all the recipes down in the description box for you.
Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever. we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
So you see me cutting it and braiding the edges. By all means, you don't even have to do that and be that fancy. You can just fold the flaps over, just make sure your ends are sealed, and cut some holes in the top for it to breathe, and it will turn out just fine and just as good. But I like to make it look pretty just because I don't know, I like being in the kitchen, so those are the kinds of things I like to do. But yeah, by all means, I mean, you do not have to do it this way. I just like it this way.
Forever, forever. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on my fake smile.
You guys, I spent all this time making it pretty, and I was so upset the transfer to the cookie sheet messed up how pretty it looked. But it still tasted delicious. I should have just done it on the cookie sheet, which I end up doing with the next one, but you'll just put egg wash on the top, and then I sprinkled a little bit of sugar on there as well.
With you, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I'll be going away for a while. Oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I can be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I don't want to be dragged in a bar.
So you'll put the egg wash on this one as well, and then I just sprinkled a little bit of sugar on top and then some sliced almonds. You don't have to add any of that if you don't want to. The egg wash gives it that nice golden color. Look how delicious those look. And you'll just put them in the oven per the package directions. And then, so next we are going to be making kebabs. These are sausage and shrimp kebabs. And you're going to see me using a machine. By all means, you do not have to buy it, but it's an air fryer, and I love this air fryer because I rotisserie chickens in it. I can make these kebabs in it, and of course do any other kind of air frying in it, but you'll see that later on. So I'm starting out with some roasted asparagus. I like my vegetables just with some oil, salt, and peppers, and I don't know, I just really like my vegetables. And you see me snapping them instead of cutting them because that takes off the like harder texture woody part of the asparagus, and they're just not as chewy on those bottom parts. When you break them off that way, it just kind of naturally breaks off that part. So I'm just putting them on a pan wrapped in foil, and then I'll add olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then I'm going to throw those into the oven at I believe it's 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to set these to the side while I put the kebabs together.
Baby, no, I don't wanna go. You know how much I hate sleeping alone. I can never make it on my own. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how
So these are just the, oh, what is it? They're like sweet apple and something else. I can't remember what they're called. They're apple and something, but they're the andouille sausages. So I like the sweeter sausage. My husband likes the spicier ones, but hey, I'm the cook here, so. But I'm slicing those up, and then I have some shrimp here that I have rinsed and drained, and I added salt and pepper to it. Forgot to add the extra seasoning, the other seasonings, but you'll see me do that later. And then I am just going to put them onto the kebab sticks that I'm going to put in my air fryer. So let's go ahead and get through that because that took me longer than I wanted it to, and then we'll hop back on here.
Together, you, oh, you, I keep wishing and wishing and wishing. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense.
So this is the kebab contraption I was telling you about that I stick into my air fryer. It's just like what you would use for like a rotisserie chicken and stuff, except it has the kebab skewers that you slip into these little notches, and then it will rotate in the fryer and cook them through, and it's really good. And then I added just a seasoning that I had left over from like one of those meal kit things you get in the mail. I think it was like just like paprika and salt and garlic powder. So you could just mix those together and add them in yourself. So I put that in there, and then I'm going to set the time for it, and they're just going to cook. And I let the asparagus go into the oven while those were cooking because they were going to take about the same time. So I'm taking out the kebabs. They are so good. I ended up eating, I think, like 5 of those. So yeah, it was a good dinner over some rice with my asparagus. And next I'm doing some beef and bean burritos. These, I think, are my favorite in this video, except for the pastries that I did. I did not know making burritos was like so easy. I mean, I don't know how to say this, because yes, I've made burritos before. But you know how when you buy prepackaged burritos in the store in the frozen section? Well, like I crave those sometimes, and I'm like, I wonder what they put in these to make them so good. And so I made them myself, and they were delicious. I need to make them again really soon. But it's just, I did 1 pound of ground beef, and I added some onion to it. No seasonings except for like some salt and pepper. And then I strained that, and then I added a can of diced tomatoes. We love tomatoes, so you'll see them in a lot of stuff that we have. And I just mixed those together, and then I used refried beans and a can of pinto beans, and I mixed those together and heated them up, and I put all that in a burrito with some cheese. Oh, it was so good. I need to make some more. But I'll let you watch this. Like I said, recipes in the description box. If you have any questions, you can always just let me know as well.
Living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. To your own life, not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Standing on the dizzying heights.
So once you have tucked your burritos into their nice little cozy shells there, you're going to heat up some oil on the oven. And once it gets hot, you'll put your burritos in there with the flap side down, and that will just kind of seal them up and give them a nice crisp on the outside. But that's pretty much it that I have for today's video. My dinner for that night was the burritos and the pasta salad with some sour cream. If you have any questions, just let me know. And thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.